sa buhay at lakas na aming tinataglay, at sa panibagong araw na ito na kami ay lumago at matuto. Ipagkaloob mo nawa ang katalinuhang nagmumula sa iyo, ang sipag at pagtitiyaga, gayon din ang tibay ng puso, upang ganap na maunawaan ang aming mga aralin. Gabayan din ng aming mga guro at mga magulang na walang sawang nagmamahal at kumakalinga sa amin. Higit sa lahat, payapain ang mundong aming ginagalawan at mapatawad nawa kami sa aming mga kasalanan. Lahat na nito ay magalang po naming hinihiling sa pangalan ni Jesus na aming tagapamagitan at tagapagligtas. Amen. Iyuko ang ating mga
Okay po, so ang ating first lesson is all about automotive introduction. So all about automotive careers and how automotive emerged in the world. So first I will having a discussions all about the introduction of automotive engineering technology. So I will be sharing a slide. Okay, so basic in automotive engineering. Okay, basic in automotive engineering. So first, let's start with the history of automobile. So as you can see on the presentation, it started with the sa kalesa, horse carriages, then going to the transitions of vehicle. As you can see, so ang iba kahoy pa ang parts, and then yung parang kalesa, and then hanggang sa naging modern vehicles. So for the details of the presentation, so ito yung isa pa, history of automobile. So let's first discuss the history of automobile. Lipat-lipat ang ating PowerPoint.
Wala po, sir.
Wait lang. Ayan. Okay, the history of automobile. Visible po siya. Hello?
Yes po, sir.
Okay.
Yes po.
So, yan yung unang vehicle. As you can see in the picture. So, by Jonah. So, introduction. So, the reason why I choose to research about the history of automobile is because of my interest in cars. So it's been interested in cars for a while. So, I thought it would be appropriate to do my senior project on them. So I also thought it would be a good for my research project on the topics. Kasi itong presentation ay yung kay Jonah. So, ito yun. Difficulties. Mali pala yung na-download ko. Okay. Ito. So, the first cars was built by Joseph Cugnot in 1769. So, it was powered by a steam engine and was very slow. So, yung unang sasakyan yung pinakita kanina ay na-invent ni Joseph Cugnot in 1769. Si Jean Joseph Etier Lenoir was the first to build the one-cylinder engine. So, ang first engine ay one-cylinder lang, which is internally combustion engine, and was later patent. And then followed by Mr. Nicholas August Otto, which built the first auto-cylinder engine. And in 1886, si Gottlieb Daimler designed the first four-wheeled automobile. So they also created the first V-slanted engine. And then on the next year, Carl Benz, So, of the founder of Mercedes-Benz is the first to build an automobile. Okay? So, si Carl Benz ang kauna-unahang nagawa ng automobile, or he is the one founded and invented automobile powered by internal combustion engine. So, siya rin ang founder ng Mercedes-Benz Incorporated. Si Gottlieb Daimler naman and Wilhelm Maybach with Benz manufacturing firm in 1926 create Daimler-Benz. The joint company makes cars today under the Mercedes-Benz nameplate and Daimler Chrysler. And then si Henry Ford, the famous car company founder, designed the world's biggest car manufacturer, manufacturing over 15 million Model Ts by 1927. And then followed by hybrid cars, which has also been around since 1900s. In 1900s, Ford made more steam and electric cars than it did gasoline. So the first hybrid commercial truck was built in 1910, and as the gasoline engine was refined, interest in hybrids died down. So as problems with environment and gas process continue, hybrids are now a hot commodity in the marketplace and are now the new wave of future cars. So nag-umpisa tayo dun sa kalesa, going to steam engine, going to dun sa mga train, going dun sa mga conventional vehicle, kagaya ng mga na-invento ni Joseph Cognot at Carl Benz. And then ngayon, ang pinakabago is yung pag-exist ng mga hybrid vehicles. So pag sinabi natin hybrid vehicles, so meron tayong alternative source of power source. So kung dati, para mapagana sa sasakyan, ang kailangan lang may gasolina, may ano. So ngayon, meron ng di-baterya, meron ng di-charge, and then meron ng mga LPG, and then merong solar powered. So yun yung mga hybrid. Combination of those power source ay present na sa sasakyan. Okay pa? Malinaw po tayo doon.
Yes, sir.
Yes po.
Sa bagay, ito naman halos alam nyo na ano. The next, engines. So, sabi nga natin, parang ito yung heart ng sasakyan. So, engines are the
Sir,
heart.
excuse po.
Yes po, nawala.
Nadya po bang hindi nag-slide?
Ay, nawala. Ayan po, visible siya.
Okay po.
Naka-slideshow siya eh. Wait, babalik ko lang. Yan, engines. Engines pa lang ang naka-flash.
Tama po.
Okay? So sabi, ang engines are the heart of automobile and function likewise. So parang sa tao, just like a person, the heart of a person, syempre yung ating puso. Pero sa sasakyan, the heart of an automobile is the engine. So bakit engine ang heart of automobile?
Yung po ang papagana, papandar.
So without the engine, the vehicle will not run. So kagaya ng sa tao, without the heart, the body will not function. Kaya nga sabi, pagka ang tayo patay na, wala nang pulso. Ano? So kasi yun ang mini-measure, yung pulse rate. So the engine is made up of 7 main parts. Ito yung main parts ng engine. Pero hindi natin siya i-elaborate kasi meron kayong subject na gas engine, tsaka engine overhauling, at tsaka engine fundamentals. Dun siya i-elaborate. So for the purpose of introduction, I will introduce you the 7 main parts, which is the first, the engine block. So yung pinakakaha, cylinder head, yung nasa taas ng block, cylinders, piston, valves, crankshaft, and camshaft. So the engine is also divided into 2 main parts, an upper section and lower section. So the lower section of the engine is called the engine block. Sige, para mas maintindihan nyo, I will show you a picture. Wait lang eh. I-google lang natin. Ay, may picture naman pala rin sa ibang presentation. Okay, mamaya na lang pala yung iba namang presentation na may picture. So, makikita nyo doon. So, for the meantime, tiis muna kayo sa text. Mamaya ko papakita yung may picture. Okay? Okay, so engine. Nag-slideshow.
Hindi po.
Wala ulit.
Hindi po.
Naghahang siguro siya. Pero for the purpose naman ng lesson, nire-record ko naman tong discussions. So mamaya i-download ko yung recording and then ipopost ko sa aking channel yung recording. Pwede nyong i-watch. And then for the purpose na ma-review nyo yung lessons, ipopost ko yung recording. So sa channel ko ipopost. Mamaya i-share ko sa tawag dun sa ating group messenger. Kaya kung naguguluhan, pwede namang mag-notes na lang muna kayo, and then kung may gusto kayong balikan, mamaya share ko naman yung recording. And then pasensya na kayo at medyo magulo rin ako mag-discuss ngayon. Parang wala ako sa wala sa wish. Okay, nagpa-flash na?
Yes po.
Okay, engines. And then nasa na tayo? Fourth line. So there are 9 types of engine used in automobile. So meron tayong V-type. So syempre naka V-shapes pag V-type. Inline engines yung flat, horizontal, rotary, hybrid, and diesel engines. Actually yung mga type na yan naman encounter nyo na when you go with second semester kasi meron na kayong engine fundamentals for second semester. Pero for the purpose of introduction, so I'm discussing muna So V-types are one of the most powerful engines made for cars. So these are V-shaped and have 2 rows of 6 or 8 cylinders. So inline are one of the most used engines by car makers today. So yung typical engine type ay inline. So the inline usually has 6 or 4 cylinder aligned in a straight row. So they are usually found in smaller cars. And then yung flat engines ay katulad ng V-types engine except that the engine is flattened until both banks lie in a horizontal plane. And then European car makers like to use this engine. Next, rotary engine is one of the weirdest engines of all. The rotary engine has no pistons and uses rotors and replace for the pistons. May presentation pa ba?
Yes po, sir.
Okay, pagka nawala, tapos may binabasa ako, pakisabi na lang kasi yun ay, sa akin ay continuous ako, And then, electrical engines are one of the most 2 engines that use electricity to power cars. So, when electricity motors first came out, they required a lot of space and a lot of electricity to power them. So, cars were bulky and heavy. So, automobiles that combine 2 or more types of engines are called hybrids. Okay, again, pag ang sasakyan ay may 2 or more types of engine, ang tawag sa kanya ay hybrid. A usual hybrid engine is made of an electrical motor with batteries that are recharged by a generator run by a small gas-powered engine. So they are called hybrid kasi pwedeng halimbawa ang power source ay galing gasolina, yung isa naman ay galing sa battery.
Sir, hindi po nagpa-flash yung binabasa ninyo.
Hindi na nagpa-flash?
Sa engine po.
Kaya nawawala.
Okay na po.
Okay.
Good siya.
Kailangan i-refresh. Ay, labis. Okay yan? Okay na? Okay pa, visible?
Yes po.
Okay.
Yes.
Next is diesel engine are one of the largest of all engines and are configured just like an internal combustion engine but it runs of a different fuel. So ang kinaibahan lang ng diesel syempre ay aside from its components, edi ang kanyang pinaka-primary source ay diesel fuel, not yung isa ay gasoline fuel. Next, 20th century and years upon, In 1920s, they started to evolve. Nawala uli.
Sir, hindi po yung flash.
Kaya nawawala ito. Yan, meron na.
Yes po.
Meron na po.
Kailangan talaga ay binabalik. Okay. In 1920s, they started to evolve and install synchromesh transmission for easier gear shifting. So, four-wheel hydraulic brake system, improved carburetors, shatterproof glass, balloon tires, heaters, and mechanically operated windshield wipers. In 1930s, car engines and bodies became large and luxurious. So, I'm discussing yung evolutions. So, noong 1920, simple lang, gumagamit ng synchronous transmission, four-wheel hydraulic brake system. And then, in 1930, siya ay naging, yung body ay naging large and luxurious. Diyan nag-umpisa yung mga, yung sa Amerika, yung limousine, yung mga malalaking sasakyan. Noong unang panahon, palakihan ng sasakyan. Pag malaking sasakyan mo, mayaman. And two styles were created during the time of World War II, European and American. So, pag European, ang style, it was compact and small. So, they liked their cars to be lightweight and small, unlike the American style. So, their cars were made of mostly aluminum and the chassis and framework was made of steel. So, the American style naman ay opposite ng European. Ibig sabihin, kung yung European ay small, edi ang American ay big. So, the cars were big and spacious inside because Americans like to be comfortable while driving. So, their cars were made with more power, smooth riding and stability, power steering, and power brakes. Okay po? Malinaw po tayo dun sa European at saka American style.
Opo.
Okay, next.
Yes, sir.
Between 1950s and 1960s, manufacturers started making smaller cars. So dito nag-umpisa yung yung paliitan na ng sasakyan. But their engine size and horsepower increased. Okay? By 1980s, technology started to grow in America because of new Japanese innovations and imports. As the 21st century progressed, cars improved and computer technology begin to be utilized in cars, and car todays are now mostly controlled by computer chips. Yun nga. Kaya nga sabi ko sa inyo, ang automotive ngayon hindi lang automotive graduates. Kailangan meron na rin background sa computer kasi meron ng application ng computer. Okay. The computer chip manages most of the car systems today kasi may mga computer box na nga. Tapos, yung mga sasakyan ngayon, yung tawag doon, yung mga parts niya, mayroon ng mga sensors. Nawala?
Apa. Yeah, sir. Oh, na.
Kailangan talaga siyang ilabas-pasok. Pagkakalipat ng isang slide, kailangan mag-refresh. Okay, so the computer chips manages most of the car systems today. For instance, meron ng ABS or the anti-lock brake system, which is controlled by computer chip telling them when to work. So, yung ABS nakalagay sa gulong. Malapit sa gulong. So, they also have the GPS in cars that they help provide directions and guide drivers. So, most of the modern vehicle nowadays ay may GPS na. Kaya kapag ka nakarnap, edi natatrack kung nasaan. Ang iba ay ni-installan. Kaya nilalagay ng GPS detector. Kaya yung mga sasakyan ngayon meron yung tinatawag na anti-theft devices. Tsaka meron ng locator. So, some cars now come equipped with GPS locator beacons. So, enabling a GPS system operator to locate the vehicle, map its location, and if necessary, direct repair or emergency workers to the scene. Okay pa? So cars are now made of lighter materials that are quite very strong. If you will compare the structure of vehicle in the previous years, so medyo mabigat. So ngayon, pagaanan. So pagaanan. Sabi nga, if the body of the vehicles is light, syempre fuel efficiency also increases. Okay, conclusion. So in conclusion, automobiles have been around centuries. It all started back when a curious Nicholas Joseph Cognot, nawala
Sir,
ulit.
Blackwell.
Nawala.
Meron na po.
Okay. So in conclusion, automobiles have been around centuries. It all started back when a curious Nicholas Joseph Cognot designed a three-wheel automobile. So dyan napumpisa ang history, which used a steam engine for an engine. So these were the breadcrumbs for later in the future, and truly that is what they became. So many inventions followed the breadcrumbs and built on what they knew, inventing faster and more powerful engines, smaller and smaller cars, and more unique cars as time grew on. So again, the first vehicle was built by Nicholas Joseph Cugnot. So a three-wheeled automobile, steam engine. So cars have been continued to evolve till today and will never stop because they always someone out there trying to be the next Henry Ford or the next Gottlieb Daimler or Wilhelm Maybach. So cars have only evolved for a little bit, and as technology continues to become better, cars will too. Okay, so ito yung mga references. Okay pa. So yun ang history ng sasakyan. Okay po, may questions po sa history of automobile?
Wala na po.
Okay, so
No.
ito yung picture, wait lang. Next. Okay, so yan yung ating history. Yan yung transition of automobile. So the next, we will proceed. So syempre, laging pag-introduction history muna. Sunod ito, medyo mahaba-haba itong sunod. Wait lang ha. Ayaw binabuksan. Okay, so sino daw yung dumating na late? Si Mercado. Roland Mercado. Si Mercado. Okay, noted. Si Mercado lang yung bagong dating. Okay po, so let's continue. So when we say automotive engineering technology, so basically yung root words natin dito is automotive engineering. So in other country, in another university, so wala naman kasing term na automotive engineering technology. All ang kanila talagang ginagamit is automotive engineering. So we derive from automotive engineering courses. That's why meron automotive engineering technology. Okay? So first is Unit 1, Structure and Engines. So kanina na-discuss natin yung types of automobiles, the transition, the history, the vehicle construction, layout. Somehow we will discuss these components pero hindi natin siya i-deeper kasi siya ay content ng ibang major subjects ninyo sa second sem at saka second year. Okay, so first, let us define what is automobile. Okay, is the presentation visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what
Yes,
is
po.
automobile? Okay, pag sinabi nating automobile, it comes from the two word which is the auto and mobile. So, auto means self and mobile which is moving or move. So, meaning it is a self-mobile vehicle. So, an automobile is a wheeled vehicle carrying its own power unit. Okay po? So, this French origin word means all vehicles that are self-powered. Kaya nga self-mobile. Ano ibig sabihin ng auto? Self. Mobile. Ibig sabihin gumagalaw. Ano? Or powered. So, ibig sabihin, pag sinabing automobile, it is a self-powered vehicle. So, semi-self-powered, in most cases, they require a driver. Yes, ang iba ang tawag semi. Kasi they require driver. Pero nowadays, meron na tayong mga high-tech na sasakyan na nakaprogram na kahit walang driver, pwede mo siyang ma-drive.
Tesla, sir.
Yes, Tesla. Tama. Tama, Aaron. So, there are many types based on their shape, size, propulsion system, engine type, engine position, drive type, layout, and whatever they run on the track, air, water, underwater, or road. To put simply in thing, anything that has its own power source and moves on the road is an automobile. Okay po? Again, to put simply in thing, lahat ng bagay na may sariling power source at gumagalaw sa kalsada can be considered as automobile. Okay po? So, it can be a car, pwedeng bike. Powered by a combustion engine, most of the vehicles we see. Okay, so, yun lang naman ang halos kalimitan na nakikita natin. So, pag hindi car, edi bike. Ano? So, it can be a vehicle powered by alternative means like an electric battery or fuel cell. Yun nga, yung mga rechargeable batteries ang ginagamit o kaya naman ay solar powered. Sino daw yung bagong dating? Si Gonzales. Okay, noted, Gonzales. Okay po. So, may next. ito yung components of an automobile. So, summarized form lang, bulleted form, kasi hindi natin siya pwedeng discuss kasi siya ay subject nyo sa next semesters. Okay? So, ito yung components of automobile, the main units of an automobile. So, syempre, we have the basic structure, yung ating frame, suspension, axle, and wheels. Pangalawa, yung power unit, yung ating engine. Third, yung ating transmission system, consist of clutch, gearbox, bevel pinion, crown wheel, universal joints, and differentials. We also have the auxiliaries. Yung auxiliaries, yun yung ating supply system, battery, and generator, starter, ignition, ancillary devices, and then we also have the controls. We have the steering and brakes, and we also have the superstructure. Okay, ito yung ating typical vehicle. Okay, kita ba? Kita po?
Apo.
Okay, so ito yung
Yes,
ating,
sir.
ito yung ating isang typical vehicle, as you can see. So, syempre, yan yung kanyang parts, yung roof, roof, pero hindi lahat ng sasakyan may sunroof. Ano? Depende.
Yes,
Sa
sir.
model. And then we have the
Yes, sir.
windshield, yung bubog, and then outside mirror, windshield wiper, we have the hood, we have the grille, we have the headlight, we have the bumper, we have the license plate, we have the indicator light, we have the shield, we have the front fender, wheel, hubcap, door post. Next, we have the outside mirror, we have the door, we have the door handle, we have the window, roof post, quarter window, back fender, tail light, and trunk. Okay po? So, yan yung basic parts ng outer body ng automobile. We are talking with outer body. Okay po? Question?
Wala.
Naman po, sir.
Okay po, wala. Sige. Next. Types of automobile. So, on the basis of load, so meron tayong heavy and light transport vehicle. Okay? O kaya yung HTV or yung tinatawag nating HMV. So, pag ginabing heavy transport vehicle or heavy motor vehicle, di syempre yun yung mga truck. Ano? Light transport vehicle or light motor vehicle, yan yung mga sedan, hatchback, SUVs. Considered siya as light. Kasi ang kanyang carriage ay magagaan pa. Okay pa? So, sunod, types of automobile on the basis of wheels. So, meron tayong two-wheeler, napakasimple, dalawang gulong. Anong halimbawa ng mga two-wheeler? Scooter, motorcycle, scooty, etc. Next, three-wheel vehicle. So, syempre, mga tricycle, auto rickshaw, etc. So, in short, yung tatlong gulong. Next, on the basis of wheels, yung mga three-wheeler scooter for handicaps and tempo. Meron din tayong four-wheeler vehicle. So, lahat ng apat ang gulong, car, jeep, trucks, buses, four-wheelers. Next, we also have six-wheeler. For example, big trucks with two gear axles. Next, on the basis of fuel use. So, yung gasolina ang ginagamit o panggatong. Okay, merong petrol vehicle, yun yung mga motorcycle, scooter, cars. Meron tayong diesel vehicle. Yung una petrol, yun yung gasoline ang gatong. Yung pangalawa diesel. Yung mga trucks, buses. Sunod, electric vehicle. Yun yung mga rechargeable. Ang ginagamit na power source ay battery. And then sunod yung steam vehicle, yun yung mga sinauna, an engine which uses steam engine. Okay, gas vehicle. So, pwedeng LPG and CNG, where LPG is liquefied. So, kinategorize niya dito yung petrol dun sa motorcycle, scooter, yung mga, ay gasoline. Pero dito, kinategorize yung gas vehicle sa LPG and CNG, where LPG is liquefied. Pero ang iba, ang tawag LPG vehicle. Okay po? May questions po doon?
Wala po.
Okay pa. So, on the basis of body style, meron tayong sedan, hatchback, car. Okay? Ano yung kinaibahan? Papakita ko mamaya sa sunod na slide. So, we have the coupe car, station wagon, convertible, van special. Meron tayong tinatawag na mga special vehicle or the special purpose vehicle. Meron tayong yung mga ambulance, milk van, tsaka yung mga tawag doon, ambulance, tawag doon, yung sa ospital, ano nga tawag doon? Sa
Fire truck.
fire truck, yon. Very good, thank you. Fire trucks, okay. Special purpose vehicle din siya. Ano? Thank you. Next. Ito yung classifications of cars, yung sinasabi ko kanina. Okay. Yung pinaka-common, itong hatchback at saka sedan. Kita? Kita ba yung insertion point ko? Ito.
Yes, sir.
Yan. Ito yung pinaka-common, yung hatchback at sedan. Ang example ng mga hatchback, yung mga espresso. Ano? Ang example ng mga sedan, edi yung mga common, yung mga Vios, ano? And then, meron tayong tinatawag na MPV. Okay? Meron din tayong tinatawag na convertible. So, bakit siya tinawag na convertible?
Natitiklop po ang bubong.
Yes, very
Alis
good.
po.
Napubuksan po yung
Natitiklop at saka nasasara yung bubong. Kaya siya convertible. And then, meron tayong tinatawag na luxury sedan. Parehas lang siya ng sedan. Ang kinaiban lang daw, luxury kasi mahal. Ano? And then, SUV. Yung mga 7-seaters, yung mga Montero. Ano? SUV. Ano? Okay pa?
Okay, sir.
Thank you. On the basis of transmission, we have conventional vehicles with manual transmission with 5 gears. Meron ding semi-automatic at saka meron ding automatic. So, ang kinaibahan ng dalawa, pagka manual transmission, merong clutch. Ano? Pagka automatic, ay di walang clutch. In an automatic transmission, gears are required to be changed manually. So, on the basis of drive, meron tayong left-hand drive at right-hand drive. Sa Pilipinas, anong drive tayo?
Left.
left hand po.
Okay, left-hand
Left
drive.
po.
Ang Australia at Japan, ano?
Right.
Right.
Siyempre.
Right.
Okay, mga Australia at Japan ay right-hand drive. Ang kinaibahan ng left-hand drive at right-hand drive, siyempre, position ng manubela sa sasakyan. Pag left-hand drive, ang manubela ay nasa kaliwa. Pag right-hand drive, ang manubela ay nasa kanan. Pangalawa, kapag ang bansa ay left-hand drive o right-hand drive, inaayon din ang kalsada. Sa Pilipinas, ang ating kalsada ay nakaayon pa kaliwa. Ano? Pakaliwa ang ating banda. Pero sa ibang bansa, baligtad ang kalsada. Okay po. Ibig sabihin, kung tayo papuntang Batangas, halimbawa, galing tayong Rosario, so lagi tayong nakapwesto sa kaliwa pag right-hand drive. Ngayon, nakapwesto tayo sa kanan kasi tayo ay left-hand drive. Okay po, nakuha? Ang kalsada ay inaayon din sa uri ng sasakyan. Okay po?
Opo.
Opo, sir.
Introduction pa lang naman tayo, kaya ito yung mga basic na dapat alam nyo bilang automotive. Okay, position of engine. Okay, meron tayong syempre ang makina ay nasa unahan, ang makina ay nasa gitna ng sasakyan, at meron tayong sasakyan na ang makina ay nasa likod. Ano? So, position of engine, syempre yung una, engine in front. Most of the vehicles have engine in front. Example of the car, it is the example of the most of the cars. Okay? Doon sa mga pinakita ko kaninang sasakyan, alin doon yung ano? So, kalimitan yun ay front engine, ano, yung mga hatchback, sedan, SUV, ano. So, engine in the rear side. So, very few vehicles have engine located in the rear. Ang example niyan ay nano car. On the basis of driving axle, meron tayong front, rear, and all-wheel drive. So, pag sinabi natin front-wheel drive, ang nagdadrive ay yung unang gulong. Tama, Ralph?
Opo.
Okay, pag rear-wheel drive, ang nagdadrive ay
Sa
Likod,
likod.
sir.
okay, very good. Pagka naman all-wheel drive,
Lahat po ay nagulong.
okay, lahat
Ito.
ng
Gulong.
gulong ay kumakalbot. Okay po?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Next, ito yung example. Ito yung picture na sinasabi kanina. So, the front wheel drive, yan. And then, the rear wheel drive and the all-wheel drive. So, rear wheel drive, ito, ang kanyang components. So as you can see on the components, magkaiba. Ano? So front wheel drive, ang makina nasa unahan. And then ang rear wheel drive, although nasa unahan din, kaya lang ang pinagagalaw niya ay yung likod na gulong. Ang all-wheel drive, lahat gumagana. So in terms of components, yan. Ang rear wheel drive, syempre merong differential at merong propeller. Okay? Ang front wheel drive ay di wala. And then ang all-wheel drive, meron din propeller at saka differential. And then merong ano sa unahan. Okay po? Vehicle construction and components. The main components of an automobile refer to the following components. So yung frame, chassis, body, power unit, and transmission. So ito yung sinasabi natin ano na components. Next, an automobile is made up of two mainly body. These are chassis and body. So the frame and the base components is the chassis, and the chassis and body is the vehicle. Okay po, nakuha? Pag sinabing frame at base components, ang tawag ay chassis. Kapag pinag-usapan ng chassis at body, yun na yung vehicle. Okay po?
Yes po.
Yes, sir.
Apo.
Okay, so hindi natin siya i-discuss kasi siya ay sa body repair and painting na. Okay? So siguro ito na lang yung ano ko, yung type, car type, sedan, coupe, hatchback, minivan, truck, station wagon, convertible, SUV, MUV. Ano? Kasi introduction lang tayo. Next, types of bodies, yan siguro mas maganda colored. Kita nyo siya ano. So yan, hatchback. Pag sinabing hatchback, may ano sa bubong, nakaumbok, ano. And then we have the sports car, four-door sedan. Pag sinabing four-door, 4 ang pinto. We have the limousine, we have the hardtop, we have the convertible, we have the van, and we have the pickup truck. Okay po? Sa exam, madali lang naman yan, matching type. Ano? Match column A with column B with the pictures. Siguro naman mape-perfect nyo yan. Ano? Okay po? Questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, ba't ang ikli ng limousine?
Oo nga. Yan yung mahaba dapat eh. Okay. Yan mo na kulay itim naman.
Sige, sir.
Okay. We have yan. Another picture. Okay. We have the car. We have the truck. Yung tawag na truck Punjab body. Punjab, ano, or the straight truck. We have the truck half body. We have the truck platform type. We have the tractor. We have the tractor with articulated trailer. We have the tanker. Ito, yung mga nag-ano ng mga gasolina, ano, tanker. We have the dumper truck, yung mga nag-deliver ng mga graba. We also have the delivery van. Ano. Next, we have the station wagon or wagon. Ano ba ang tamang pronunciation sa wagon? We have the pick-up. Okay. Pagka may kargahan sa likod, ang tawag pick-up. Ano? And we have the jeep or the owner type jeep o the OTG ang tawag ng iba. Ano? Okay po? Okay. So, hindi natin to concern. Aerodynamics. So, ibang subject na ito. Okay. Next. May tanong po kayo dun sa ng mga na-discuss?
Wala ba?
Wala po.
Sir.
Wala po.
Next tayo. Okay, ito yung kanina, yung anatomy of an automobile. Okay, pag sinabing anatomy, ano ibig sabihin? Okay, balangkas. Okay, so ito yung anatomy. So siyempre, yung color red. Kita ba yung arrow na galaw?
Yes, sir.
Ito yung engine. Tapos, yung clutch, halimbawa sa transmission, we have the gearbox, and then ito yung tinatawag na propeller, and then ito yung differential na connected sa gulong para siya ano, and then we have the brake, we have the tire sa una at huli, brake and tire, and then ito yung ating steering.
Sir, iba
Yes.
pong naka ano?
Sir, iba pong picture. Okay na po.
Ayan, okay na.
Okay na po.
Apo.
Nagalaw ba yung arrow?
Yes po.
Apo,
yan,
nagalaw
ito
po.
na. Ulit, ito yung engine, gearbox, propeller, differential. We have the tire and brake for rear and front. So, syempre, yung mga gulong, ang kumokontrol sa kanya ay steering mechanism. And then we have the wheelbase and we have the wheel track. So, this is the typical anatomy of a rear-wheel drive or two-wheel drive automobile. Okay? Nag-move ba ng presentation? Anatomy of an automobile for four-wheel drive.
sir.
Hindi na po. Two-wheel drive pa rin.
Hindi. Siya ba?
Yeah.
Ayan. Anatomy of a four-wheel drive. As you can see, we have the engine, we have the clutch, and we have the gearbox. So, merong differential sa una at merong differential sa huli. Differential forward and differential sa huli. Four-wheel drive kasi. And then, merong propeller, shaft rear, merong tire and brake, in front and in rear. And then, meron ding propeller shaft sa papuntang una. Kasi gumagalaw yung gulong sa una, gumagalaw yung gulong sa huli. Okay po, ito yung anatomy ng four-wheel drive. Okay po. Next. Nag-change picture ba kayo? Hindi.
Hindi po.
Hindi pa po.
Ano ba yan? Kailangan
Okay, hindi po.
ilabas. Kailangan lagi ilabas. Ano? Okay po, kita?
Apo.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ito naman yung anatomy of an automobile, which is the front wheel drive. Okay? So, front wheel drive, ibig sabihin na nagdadrive ay unang gulong ng sasakyan. So, we have the tire brake tire sa front and rear, and then yung suspension, engine, clutch, at transaxle nasa unahan. And then may drive shaft. Okay po? Next. Okay po, nakikita?
Apo.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, yung nakikita nyo, yan yung cylinder. Diyan sinusunog yung gasolina o kaya diesel. So, itong nasa taas, 1, 2, 3, 4, is a 4-cylinder piston. So, makikita nyo yung isa naka-intake, yung isa naka-compress, yung isa naka-ignite, naka-exhaust. Yung apat na yan, simultaneously, nagpapalit-palit sila ng trabaho. Kung ang piston number 1 ay naka-intake, ang piston number 2 ay naka-compress, ang piston number 3 ay naka-ignition or power, yung pangatlo ay naka-exhaust. Alternately, following their firing order, nagpapalit-palit sila ng trabaho. Ibig sabihin, kung yung piston number 1 ay naka-intake, yung piston number 2 ay naka-compress, yung piston number 3 naka-power or naka-exhaust, yung number 4, sa sunod na cycle, magpapalit-palit sila. Maaring ang sunod namang naka-intake ay piston number 3 kasi meron tayong firing order. Hindi ang firing order niya yung 1, 2, 3, 4. Halimbawa, ang tawag doon,
1342.
okay,
1, 3, 4,
1, 3, 4, 2
po.
ang firing
3, 4,
order. Ibig sabihin nun, yung 1 ang, halimbawa, ang unang naka-intake. Ang sunod na mag-i-intake, 3. Kaya 1, 3, 4, 2. And then, alternately, nagpapalit-palit sila ng trabaho. Nakuha po?
Yes, sir.
Don't
Apo.
worry, hindi ko siya i-elaborate kasi yun ay sa second sem nyo pa pag-aaralan. Introduction lang tayo. Kaya pinapaliwanag ko sa inyo kung ano ba yung meron. And then, sa diesel naman, ito yung intake, compress, power, and exhaust. And then, ito yung typical components or parts ng sasakyan. Kita ba? Spark plug. So, yan yung makikita nyo kahit naman saan, kahit sa motor meron yan. It is used to ignite the air-fuel mixture present in an automotive engine Electrical energy is transmitted through the spark plug, jumping the gap in the plugs, firing, and if the voltage supplied to the plug is high enough. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo, ano? Kapag ka naluluma na yung sasakyan, lumuluang itong gap. Ano? Kaya minsan ang ginagawa ay pinasisikipan. Next, hindi natin siya papaliwanag masyado kasi siya ay pang second sem. Carburetor. So, yan yung responsible para sa...
Sir, wala po.
Sir, wala.
Yan.
Okay, carburetor responsible for swiveling and about the venturi and cold, the choke, and regulates how much air can flow in. So, yun yung responsible. Ano? Sa air-fuel mixture na pumapasok sa sasakyan. Fuel injector. So, saan kalimitan nakikita ang fuel injector?
FI po.
Okay, FI, tama. So, they are small electromechanical devices that are used to spray fuel into the intake manifold directly in front of the intake valve. So, the injector as a final...
Sir, di kita.
Ayaw ulit.
Okay na, sir. Pero okay na.
Okay, the injector has a final high micron filter in the top of inlet side and small hypodermic size holes on the bottom for atomizing fuel. Okay, so yan ang fuel injector. Next, clutch. Ilalabas ko at pasok para makita. Clutch, kita ba?
Yes po.
sir.
Okay, most cars use a friction clutch operated either by fluid or hydraulic or commonly called by a cable. So, ang clutch ay ginagamit para sa engaging ng gears. So, pag magpapalit ng gears, nagka-clutch. Tama? So, ibig sabihin, when a car is moving under power, the clutch is engaged. A pressure plate bolted to the flywheel exerts constant force by means of diaphragm spring on the driven plate. Next, flywheel. Kita? Yan yung nasa pagitan ng makina at saka ng clutch.
Transmission.
Transmission, tama. Is a rotating mechanical device that is used to store rotational energy. Flywheels have an inertia called the moments of inertia and thus resist in rotational speed. The amount of energy stored in a flywheel is proportional to the square of its rotational speed. Next, differential. The automotive differential is designed to
Sir,
drive...
wala po.
Wala
Hindi mo lumipat. Hindi mo nagpa-plus.
Okay, differential. Ito yung mechanical components responsible para mag-drive yung gulong. Okay? So, the automotive differential is designed to drive a pair of wheels while allowing them to rotate at different speed. In vehicle without a differential, such as carts, most driving vehicles are forced to rotate at the same speed, usually on a common axle driven by a simple chain drive mechanism. Siyempre, lalabas ko ulit para makita. Sunod, yung brakes. Ito naman yung ating typical brake components. Okay, so meron tayong brake pedal and brake assemblies. Pero hindi ko na i-discuss kasi yan ay pang second sem. Introduction lang naman tayo. Ano? Next, we have the transmission. Ito ay pang second sem din. Ay, sayang. May klase ako. Okay, transmission. Okay, so this is the typical configuration pero hindi naman ganyan na itsura. Ano? Para lang maintindihan nyo yung purpose. So, ang transmission, pang second sem din siya. Manual transmission yan. Ito yung ating hand lever para pag mag-shift ng lever ang driver. Okay po? Pinapakita ko lang yung components kasi siya ay sa ibang major subject. Next, suspension. Yan, sa gulong. Yung pag, responsible para sa damping at saka pagliko at control ng manubela at ng maniobra ng sasakyan. Yun ang purpose ng suspension. Suspension is the system of tire air, springs, box, absorber, and linkages. Next, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo ng last time, catalytic converter. Okay? So, So, ang catalytic converter reduce emissions of three harmful gas, which is carbon monoxide, nitrogen, and hydrocarbons. So, pag dumaan dito, nagiging water at saka carbon dioxide na yung hydrocarbons. Okay? May tanong?
Wala po.
Okay, yung
Wala,
susunod na mga part ay pang ibang major subject na siya. Ano? Okay, sunod. So far po, may tanong po ba? Questions? Si Bisco daw at si Mingo ay present. Bisco, Mingo. Mingo. Okay po, so far walang questions. Okay, we will proceed with the next topic. Okay. So ito, na-discuss na naman natin kanina, ano? Dagdag lang, ano? Classification of automobile. Visible ba ang presentation?
Hindi po.
Hindi. Ano ba yan? Visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Classification of automobile according to purpose. So, meron tayong passenger cars. So, ibig sabihin yung mga pampasahero. Good carriage o yung nagtatransport sa logistics. Special purpose vehicle, earth moving vehicle, motorcycles or bikes, and mopeds. Meron din tayong automobile according to fuel use. We have petrol, diesel, LPG, electric.
Hindi ba?
Hindi ulit. Nag-flash?
Yes po.
Okay, classification of automobile according to fuel use. We have petrol, diesel, LPG, electric hybrid, solar, and fuel cell. Okay? Next, nag-flash. According to load carrying capacity.
Hindi po.
Wala na
Hindi pa
naman. Okay. Classification of automobile according to load carrying capacity. We have the heavy motor vehicle, medium motor vehicle, and light motor vehicle. Doon sa isa nating reference, walang medium. Ano? And then next, according to drive, we have left and right hand drive. Yung pangalawa, two-wheel and four-wheel drive. Next, according to engine location, kita, we have the front engine front wheel drive. We have the rear engine rear wheel drive. We have the front engine rear wheel drive. We have the bus chassis, full forward chassis, and semi forward chassis. Actually, hindi naman siya natin masyadong concern kasi siya ay pang body repair and painting na subject. Ano? Okay, yung body style, na-discuss natin yan, ano? Passenger, we have sedan, hardtop, liftback, station, coupe limousine, convertible, and state car. Okay, according heavy vehicles, we have the truck half body at saka yung truck platform type. And then, front engine, ito yun, configuration, we have the engine, we have the radiator, coil spring clutch, gearbox, universal joint differential, and then the rear axle. Okay, ito ay pang ano na, pang second sem na, all type car. Yan, aerodynamics. Okay, so that ends our introduction. Introduction for automobile. Sunod ay automotive careers. Okay, so we will be having a break muna, and then we will resume our session mamayang 10 AM. Okay po, so i-stop ko na rin yung muna